Cool.
Hello, everybody.
Yay, another game.
Yes, it's time to find out what happened to poor Toggle and see if Zira can survive. Maybe, maybe not. See?
Yeah, we can see.
So, very exciting.
We'll give it a little bit of time because I know I said that, like, I think it was at 9 o'clock was when I was gonna get started. Starting a little bit early. So just to let you guys know, we are doing a live show. Just a reminder, live show on New Year's Eve with food that we're going to be presenting from Delicious Dungeons. So we're super excited about that. Like, I mean, when we watched that show, we were kind of like, oh, that looks good.
Yeah.
Even though it's like a cartoon, we're like, oh man, that's good.
Something about anime food, right?
I don't know. I think they have like a little bit of like a glisten on it or something.
I don't know. But yeah. So yeah, if you haven't seen Delicious in Dungeon, it's on Netflix. Really fun show. Very much D&D based. So yeah, if you enjoy playing, if you enjoy anime at all, like it's a pretty fun show to watch. Yeah, our larger group have all seen the episodes, and we all agreed that we had to make the food, and now it's morphed into this beautiful thing. we're gonna do. Everybody's gonna make a dish. We're going to present our dishes to you guys, and you get to vote on which one you think looks the best. And then at the end of our stream, we will do a random name drawing for someone to win some merchandise. So yeah, it should be fun.
Really, yeah, it's gonna be really cool.
So yeah, make sure you guys watch and vote for your favorite dish.
Yeah.
Try not to get too hungry.
Cool. Yeah. And if you are slowly learning how to play DC-20 or slowly learning how to play D&D, are interested in DC-20, you can follow the link in our YouTube video and purchase your own PDF of the DC-20 rules and get to playing. You can see how we play it. We watch us on the video and stuff, and we kind of just have fun, have a good time and stuff, kind of follow the same kind of mechanics of we do a lot of theater of the mind. We do some maps as well. But then we just get into the skill challenges and the battle and the combat with the action points. And there are a lot of little mechanics that we're still learning because they're still developing. But if you guys get that PDF and stuff, you guys will be able to get right into it and just start playing. And it changes the way you play D&D. And it is I hate to say that, but it is added to it. You know what I mean? It's like, wow, like I feel like I've stepped up my game rather than changed to a different game. Which I think a lot of people are scared of. It's like, oh, it's a different kind of game, but it's like, it's really more stepping it up and stuff, and just leveling up your gameplay. Like whenever you watch the videos and you want to learn something new, then watch the videos. But this is like whole style. So I
felt like it was fairly easy to transition. I mean, it took us like probably 1 or 2 sessions to kind of get the flow of it. But yeah, honestly, it was not that difficult of a transition. The biggest thing was having to, of course, rebuild character sheets. And it is like you said, it's still being developed and being released. They're in a beta phase right now. So it's not something that you're going to be able to level up quickly. But there is a lot of good material out there right now.
And it is a learning process. I mean, it is a learning and getting it used to it and stuff and just having fun with it. Mainly for like the DM, because as a DM, I was like, when I first ran my first one, it was like a lot for me. It was an impact because I was also running multiple characters too and stuff, part of the story wise. And it was just like, wait, whoa, like this guy does this guy does that, this guy does, and then I also have this many action points. And then I was trying to figure out when to, it was a lot. But if you kind of just go through it, practice it, and just pull one monster, and just run one monster, and like I said, just watch how we play it a little bit, and if you like that style, then pick it up a little bit. My monster styling is, my initiative styling is, you guys beat my initiative, you guys get to go first, and my monsters go in whenever I want to go put them in between the players and stuff. So
yes.
So if they have this many action points, so if I have 6 players, 5 players.
Yeah, there's 5 of us.
5 players, and 5 players, each of them get 4 action points. So that is 5 times 4, it's 20. So I somewhat get 20 actions as well with one monster. Sometimes I try not to beat them players up. you know.
Yeah.
So I have fun with it and stuff, but
You'll hear me call him out a lot where it's like, hang on a second, how are you going again?
yeah, pretty much. So
Doesn't quite seem right.
yeah. Like I said, we try to balance it out and stuff, and try to make sure things are. We kind of try to go back to the DC rules as well, the DC 20 rules. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. We'll go ahead and get started.
Yes.
So last we left off, let me see if I can actually just show you guys the picture. So they had gone through the caves and finally had entered into Lager's Dive. Okay, it's quite a travel to Manzabaranzan. Okay, it's down this gigantic pit. Okay, this pit has lots of spikes and shards that shoot out from every direction, gigantic shards, and it's just a drop. Okay, and if you fall, you're pretty much dead. I would warn you. So hopefully,
Hopefully I won't fall.
yeah, hopefully you don't fall. It's a deep fall, and so yeah, this is where Zira's at. The ground has opened up a long time ago, and she has descended down through here to make it through. This is a somewhat of a quick pass through to make it to the underdark, the below dark. I don't know what I want to call it. Trying to be careful not to kind of pull too much lore from DC D&D. But then she is staying in a place by Gripple. It's a little cave hole that has somewhat of a housing and a living and stuff that they're in right now. And so yeah, that's where they are at. And she's run into some sketchy characters as well. So, and her friend Toggle's gone. So cool. You are in. Let me go ahead and bring up the map now. I really actually wanted to do some kind of like story, like telling you a beautiful, elegant story, but I was like, nah. Cool. And with that, you are in that little town, that little small little inn village-esque kind of place.
Mm.
Okay. Like I said, you've met Gripple and you've met Quando. He said that he's leaving later in the night, and so Quando is kind of got his stuff and he's kind of moving out. You're at the very top of your room. You can see someone out the window and he's kind of shuffling around and grabbing bags and wrapping them around himself. Okay. And Gripple is here looking up upstairs. He's gone up into your room and he says, "Oh, are you going to be leaving soon, or you going to be all right?"
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. What's that guy's story?
I wasn't expecting you to ask the story of the bad guy.
Oh, sorry.
Let's just skip that. No. He says to you, Quando comes around, comes up and down here. And then he kind of speaks a little bit quieter to you. He kind of says, to you, be very careful around him. Okay? Let him go, take your time. I don't trust him. I don't know what kind of work he does, but he's one of my only residents. I appreciate that in some ways, but I also don't trust him in the work that he does.
Good to know. Thank you. You wouldn't happen to have like food supplies?
He says, "Yeah, of course I do. I can trade you for some, or sell you some."
Yeah.
He kind of goes over to his back kitchen and he kind of grabs a bunch of things and starts throwing it inside of a bag and stuff, mainly like just a chunk of bread and stuff that's like really dark black and brownish. And then he also throws in some weird looking like fruits and stuff, and what appears to be like some kind of strange leaves and stuff too. So should be good with that. You're not planning on going down, are you? Don't tell me you are going down.
Well, it's kind of why I'm here.
And then he kind of looks at the window and he says, "You may need him then."
Yeah. That's what I was afraid of.
He knows his way. He does this many times. Just be prepared.
Will do.
And with that, you can see Quando starting to grab his stuff, and then he kind of looks around, and then he picks up what appears to be his ropes and a hook and stuff, and then he starts going out for the entrance area. Okay. Cool. What are you doing?
Let's break it going.
Cool. You dash out the second floor right here.
How much food do I get?
You're going to go ahead and get 3 days worth of food. Okay. So what you're gonna have to do a knowledge check. Let's do a knowledge check to see the information that Toggle had given you about the travel through Lag or Dive.
Okay. So I'm gonna do like an Underdark.
Yeah, let's do an Underdark knowledge.
22.
Yeah, 22. You recall what he had said. He says once you get to Gripples, then after that, as long as you guys take a long rest to heal up, then the descension down there is a lot farther. It's a 5 days travel that will give you an exhaustion of -5 going down this. Okay. He said, however, he knows of this place called Zacapus, and that where you can stay and rest and get rid of those exhaust. You know what I mean? It's safe enough. He says in the section which you're going to be going to next it gets so cold that you will start to freeze to death. You know, you'll start to it'll increase the exhaustion levels. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. That's the things that you remember. You kind of head over toward the front entrance of this place. Okay. As you look back, you can see Gripple kind of nod his head at you and stuff, and he says, "Good luck, Zira. Be safe."
Thank you.
Okay. And with that, Quando kind of looks at you as he kind of gets to the edge of the tarp and stuff, and he kind of like rips it open. Okay. And then he looks back at you and he says, "That you weren't coming with me? You just tagging along behind, or what?"
Yeah.
And then he kind of waits. And then he kind of waits.
Okay. Yes.
He holds out his hand.
Payment upon delivery. I wasn't born yesterday.
All right then. Cool. And with that, you guys start descending into Lag or Dive once again. Okay, let's go ahead and I'm gonna. Oh gosh, was I? Wait, do it. If I can't yet. A bit of a challenge. Let's see what we got. Okay, and then that. Okay. Okay. So, let's go ahead and just roll to see how we're doing. Okay, you already have that negative from the poison that you took from the spider, I'm assuming. So go ahead and roll for assuming athletics.
Yeah. So I'm rolling with disadvantage then.
Yep.
Ooh.
With the disadvantage.
5.
Okay. Cool. As you guys start to exit out of the Gripple's homes, you kind of just are very stumbly, very uncomfortable and stuff. Okay, and you can just see the spiders. They have all hidden themselves back into their holes, but you can slowly see them starting to peek out just a little bit, and their eyes kind of moving all throughout the cave and looking everywhere. Okay. And their legs and their bodies kind of starting to extend out and touch the other sides of the walls and stuff of this place. Okay. As you step, you slip in a rock. It hits from your foot and it slides down and it clings. Okay. and Gripple catches you before you.
Quando.
Sorry, yeah, Quando. I'm sorry, Quando. Quando catches you before you fall down. He's like, "We have to move now. Good job." Okay. And with that, all of a sudden, the legs come out pretty quickly, above you. And then with that, the head of what appears to be like the red-eyed spider, its head shoots out of it, and then it starts to move, and its leg just drops down lower past you and crashes into one of the spirit spires that sticks out. Okay, and then it starts to descend closer and closer to you guys. It's probably about maybe 40 to 50 feet away from you. But you know, with its long legs, it can cut that in half.
Oh yeah, easy peasy.
Yes.
I don't suppose I could. Yeah, no, I'd have to kill it to get material for an antidote, wouldn't I?
Yeah, you'd have to kill it. Come on, let's go.
Well,
You ain't thinking about killing those, are you?
maybe.
Let's move down halfway, and then you can go for it. The bigger one will chase us. You might get lucky.
Okay.
It is moving and is chasing upon you guys. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do another acrobatics check, okay? As you start to kind of descend your way down.
That's a little bit better. Okay. Acrobatics or athletics?
Athletics.
Okay, so a non-net 20.
With the non-net 20, you are able to easily just slide and hide in through the walls and stuff. You and Quando are making good pace, okay? You have kind of cleared through a good portion of time and stuff. The spider is still chasing after you guys, and no hours have gone by yet, okay? Only minutes as you're continually descending deeper and deeper into this pit, okay? It is feeling colder and it's more difficult, so you're covering yourself up pretty well, and you're making the jumps, and you're roping your rope, and you're sliding down where you need to slide down. As you're doing so, you also notice Quando. He has what appears to be a little charm bracelet kind of thing hanging from his pocket. Okay, if you want to, you can go ahead and roll for a awareness, or actually just go ahead and do a knowledge check, intelligence, history. Let's do history.
Okay. S 17.
Oh, with a 17, you notice that strand, that same thing, was something that when Toggle had gone into his father's home, he was carrying with him on his way back when he was kind of yelling at you and being angry, and he shoved it in his pocket. Okay. That's what you're able to see from Quando. Okay. He kind of dashes from one rock to another. He throws his grappling hook, swings it to a rock, and then slides and swings across the way. And he yells at you, "Come on, hurry! We're almost there, and then we can start to attack it."
Gotcha.
Okay, and you made it successfully. You're able to just quickly jump toward him and stuff. He can quickly catches you. And with that, you see the gigantic spider descending down and then face to face with you, okay? So we're going to go ahead and roll for a initiative. Yeah. Cool. This is going to be a 12 you have to beat.
14.
14. So that means that you get to go first. Yay. So we're going to get to start into...
All right.
Initiative. So the spider versus, yeah. That's not that big. Don't mind me. Cool. As its leg starts to descend down and its face starting to come around and look upon you. Okay, to try to get at you.
Anyway, okay, so I am going to spend a stamina point. And I am going to cast Hunter's Mark upon the spider.
Cool. The spider kind of looks at you and he jeers.
Okay.
You can see what appears to be some kind of weird spit just coming out of his mouth. Obviously, spider spit.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
Typical.
So an action point and a stamina point to cast Hunter's Mark.
Yes.
Okay.
That's there you go. Yeah, get over there. Look at. Go.
Right.
He is, what's it, 5, 10, 15, 20 feet away from you, okay?
20 feet.
Or 20, 4 spaces away from you.
4 spaces. Gotcha. Well, might make this a little bit more interesting then. I don't have a range weapon now on my shoulder.
Yep.
So I think maybe I'll use my fire. So it's 2 action points.
Okay.
So I can do a 6 space line. Attack a single target within 6 spaces. And increase the damage by 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do that then. And with my first attack, I have advantage.
Okay.
On it.
Okay, you have an advantage.
Okay. Yep. So my first attack.
Okay.
Because
you
I
have
have
your
the
hunter's mark
mark
on there.
Yep.
Quando kind of braces himself and stuff and kind of steps back from you a little bit. Okay. As you were going to use your fire to shoot at him. What's your range of your fire actually?
6 spaces.
6 spaces. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
line, yeah.
So you're just all of a sudden,
yes.
your hand just waves up and fires at this thing. What was the?
15.
15. Okay. That is going to be a heavy hit.
Oh, cool. So I believe it will be 3 damage then because I get a +1.
God.
Since it's a single creature.
Yep.
And then it being heavy, and because I scored a heavy hit, there is now a D8 help die
On him now.
on him.
Is this all the, like the level up stuff? Or
no, this is basic level. I'm
basic?
not very good at using.
What level are you at right now? Actually.
Level 2.
Level 2. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Yes, and because I hit him, then I get my stamina point back.
Okay.
Eventually, I will actually be able to play Zira very well because I'll learn all these ins and outs, but you know, it is a learning process.
It is a learning process. You're right. Okay, cool. This is Spider's go, right?
I got 1 more action point, but I'm going to use it to prepare an action. So a sword attack if he attacks me or gets within my range.
Okay, cool. And with that, he is going to bring up one of his legs, and then he's going to come and smash it down at where you guys are at, okay? So he's going to go ahead and use 2 actions to do that. And go ahead and let's make a DC save, please.
Okay. Like a athletics save or acrobatics?
Yes, it's going to be a acrobatics
or
save. Yeah.
Agility.
Yeah, agility save.
Okay.
That would have been.
So I have to take disadvantage on that, right?
Yes.
7.
Nice. Okay, cool. The part of the cave in which you guys are standing on all of a sudden just starts breaking apart and falling to the ground as this leg comes crashing into it. And then you kind of try to grab onto the wall to try to hold yourself up, and you slip and you fall down, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And with that, Quando throws his rope, and he quickly grapple hooks it to one of the spires, and he quickly tries to grab you, but you slide and you slam into another rock, okay? So you're going to go ahead and take 2 damage on that.
Ouch.
Yes. Let me actually see if I can do this. 2 equals. All right, cool. And with that, back it up and go. If I can put you on an actual one. put you down here. Okay. There you are. Don't mind the cat.
I don't even know if you can hear with these different mics.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Okay, cool. With that, as you guys are down there, and then he is then gonna go ahead and shoot his web at you guys. 1, 2, and then I'll roll and.
Can I sidestep that?
So it's gonna be a save.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
Gotcha.
because it's gonna shoot it in a direction. Okay, so you can try to roll for an agility. Yes.
This disadvantage thing sucks. 13.
13. That does not succeed, and you are webbed up. So that means that you'll have to use an action to break out of this web. Cool. It's your go. We're doing it.
Okay. Well, I have to use an action to break free.
Yep. You quickly slash and slide right your hand free, and you are free from this webbing.
Wait, it's his turn, actually.
Quando's turn. Yep, you're right. Quando also does the same thing. He's going to go ahead and slash through this thing. He is going to go ahead and get his grappling hook, whip it around, and he's going to shoot it to another rock across the way. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So and then he gets it prepared for you. Okay. He has once you attack him, we'll swing across. Well, whatever you're going to do, what's your plan?
Kill it.
Kill it.
Do you have?
I know you're gonna kill it. I mean, what's your plan? Like, what's your plan? Like, how are you gonna kill it? You can't obviously shoot very well.
No, can you?
I don't have a.
I have a bow.
We.
Can you shoot?
Can
you hit the broadside of?
I'll take the base. Yes. Give me your whatever you have.
Hand him my bow.
Okay, cool. Minor action. Boom. He quickly pulls it back, loads it up, and he's going to go ahead and fire. So go ahead and roll with just no bonuses at all.
Okay, but you also get a D8.
Ah, nice. So that's going to be a 2 plus 2.
So 17 plus 2.
So that's a 19. Good job.
You don't want to add the attack?
Nope, because he's not good at it.
Not good at hitting anything?
Nope, he's not good at shooting a bow.
Okay, well, 19. He still...
he hits it and stuff. Okay. So it goes flying through the air and it hits it right in one of its eyes. Cool. 19 is actually a brutal hit. So that's 1, 2, 3 damage, huh?
4. Because the bow is heavy. It has impact.
Okay. This spider starts reeking out and swailing. You can tell that it was hurt pretty good. He's like, that was a good shot.
Hey, good job.
Yeah, thank you. I might have to keep this.
Yeah,
no. He says, okay, it looks pretty hurt. Okay, it's going to go over to you. It's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to release myself from the web.
Okay.
Gosh. It's hard because, like, I can't hit it.
Yeah, you can't hit it. You're right. You're going to have to use a lot of just abilities. You probably should have learned some of the abilities, Christine.
Well, nothing works from a distance.
I know nothing works from a distance. You have to figure out opportunity attacks. You're probably going to want to do a defensive things. Disengage, dodge, or hide. Okay?
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably say dodge.
We have this little cheat sheet and stuff that we had to like go off of. I go off of. And like, I don't know why, but we always run combats and stuff. And like my wife was used to just like slashing and shooting. But then now that I've taken, I usually just take things away from her and she just doesn't know how to like, she's like, what do I do now?
Well, no, I'm good at attacking up close, but I really don't want to.
Defensive maneuvers, disengage, which obviously you don't need to do.
No.
Dodging is.
I'm going to set up a dodge.
Cool.
Are we going to move?
He's ready for you to, if you need to. That's what he set up. He set up a grappling hook so that if you need to move, he can move. Okay? Just in case if it tries to attack you again and break the rocks from underneath you, you can kind of easily just grab and jump.
Okay, so we'll prepare that action then.
Okay.
We'll prepare a movement action, and I'll prepare an attack action again as well.
All right then. It goes over to the spider.
Come here, spider. Come where I can hit you.
He is gonna go ahead and slide up above you guys. He is now 40 feet high above you, and his legs come smashing down to the area in which you are, okay? And it's gonna crash into the rock, okay? That one doesn't break, and its body comes down closer and closer to you. And then you can just see the this like slime stuff, this green ooey like red slime stuff that's dripping from its mouth and is dropping towards your guys' direction. Okay, so it is about, I'll say, 20 feet above you. So that's gonna be 4 spaces, and then it is doing a somewhat of like an acid kind of spit on you. Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and make a save.
I don't like making saves right now.
That's all I like to do.
I know.
Make a save, please. Make a save. Just sit back. Oh yeah.
Gee, a 1 or a 2?
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Cool. You're gonna go ahead and take. What was it on the net?
Nat 1. Couldn't have rolled that much better if I tried.
Yeah, I can't remember now. What was it for the nat ones and stuff that we had to do? Okay, cool. So yeah, this he says, "Move, Zira. What's wrong with you?" And you just like look up, and you're just stunned by this thing that's coming down upon you. Just this slime that moves so slowly, and then it just clips from its mouth, and it just drops like a big giant droplet. And he kind of grabs you to try to pull you out of the way, and it hits you on your leg. So you are now slowed by 2. Damn it, you're not making this easy for me to get you down to the underdog. Get with it. And yeah, this thing does that. So that was that too. And then it's going to come closer and closer to you. And it is going to try to bite you with its pincers. Okay, so now it is in your space.
Okay, cool.
And it is going to try to bite at you. Okay.
So I can do an attack?
Yes, you can. So I'll go ahead and stop my action and I'll let you go.
Oh, poop. I miss. That's a 7.
7. With a 7, you go to kind of try to pull your blade, and you pull yourself of Quando, and you flip your blade around and you try to dash at this thing, but this thing is overbearing above you. I'm going to go ahead and roll for that attack as you miss it. And
disadvantage because I set up the dodge.
Oh, that's right. So I got a 15 plus 2, so that's 17, and a 10. Is a 10 hit?
Nope.
The pincers come flashing down, and I try to pinch at you. You quickly duck up and under it. You are now just about underneath this gigantic creature. It's somewhat like a daddy long leg-esque kind of monster. Okay, cool. It's going to go over to your turn. That's all my actions. Is it really worth it?
Quando's.
Let's go. Quando quickly then he looks at you for a second and he says, "Do you think you can handle that then? Or what? Or am I going to have to pull you along with me and throw you down the underdog?"
If I don't get the antivenom, it's not going to be much for you to do except drag me.
And with that, since this spider is right next to you guys, he's going to use action to disengage. He is going to swing across the way, okay? And he is now in a safe zone for himself. And I will try to actually attack him. Let's see. Nope, he missed. So he swings across and makes it to a safe area. He then quickly pulls the bow and fires it, powers it up, we'll say. Okay? So I'll go ahead and roll for that. Let me just roll my silent guy. That's going to be a 14. And so that is a hit. That's heavy hit. Nice. It hits it in the head, huh? 3 damage. Cool. As you can see, the arrow just like you look and you see him just swing his way across the way, and then he slides to the ground, quickly pulls the bow up, and he kind of wiggles it and he's fumbling with it, and he just pulls it and it fires through the air and then hits this thing in the head. And it kind of just flips back, and its eyes are kind of looking all over the place, okay? With that, you can see one of the eyes. It is like somewhat like a gem that shines in your face a little bit, okay? And then it kind of braces and it focuses all of its eyes and attention on you, but you can see the 2 arrows sticking out of its head. Okay. That was Pondo's turn. Now it's your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna set up an attack. I'm gonna use my stamina point for my hunter strike. I'm going to add piercing. Yes, piercing. All right, so I'm gonna do an attack. And give myself advantage. All right, that's a beautiful nat 20. A very different roll for the advantage than the disadvantage. I got a 19 and a 20 with my advantage roll. So that's going to be a nat 25.
Yep.
You are going to need to make a physical save.
That's going to be a 17.
All right.
Good try. What are you trying to do?
Give you bleeding.
Okay, cool.
But anyway, with that 25, that should be a...
Yeah, that's a brutal hit.
Okay.
So it's going to be...
So that's 4 damage just right off the bat, plus another 2 because then that 20, yes? Oh, wait. Actually, this gives it 2 piercing damage.
Yeah.
So...
I don't think it matters, really.
They destroy the spider.
Yeah, you slashed it. You kind of, then it kind of comes at you, and then you just like dumb up your strength. You know what you need to do. You need that poison and stuff.
Take his head.
And your blade just grows length, and you just cut it. Its body is his head, really. You know, it looks different in the picture and stuff. I can find any good picture. I gotta draw my own. You just slash it right in half, and its legs just quiver, and it then just starts falling, and Quando yells at you, "Zira, grab something and let's go!" And with that, you can hear these gigantic legs shaking and banging up against the walls.
Okay.
Crashing the rocks, and the rocks start breaking loose and falling and crashing into the areas in which you guys are in, okay?
Yeah. So I'm gonna...
You
get that
have...
gem eye. And I'm gonna try to cut out one of those poison sacks.
Cool. Let's do it. This is going to be a bit of a challenge right here. Okay.
Just like chop his face off.
You chopped it in half. Its body quivers, but its legs are like extended upward. It dropped its body low, but it has its legs extended up high. Okay. So let's go ahead and figure this out. This is going to be a bit of a challenge. Okay. So you're basically trying to, you're trying to take that, what's called the sack of poison. B, you're also trying to get that gem eye. Okay. And then C, you're trying to get the heck out of there. Okay, how should we do this? Okay, so I'm going to put a DC 10 for each one of these, okay? So are you skilled in poison and all that kind of stuff? Are you skilled in...
skilled in herbalism.
Cool, okay. So let's do skill challenges. 1, 2, 3, okay? I'm going to set them all to the same. 1 save. That's all you have to do, okay? And I will let you go ahead and roll them right now, and then I'll let you decide where to put them.
Okay.
Okay?
So 1...
You don't know the saves for each.
Are you kidding me? I'm probably gonna fail every single skill challenge. Alright. We'll do 14 for the herbalism.
Okay.
We'll do 5 for getting the eye, and then 9 for getting out of there.
Oh gosh, oh my god.
Did I pick the wrong ones to do?
I'm not gonna tell you. We actually, this is kind of actually fun. I think doing it this way a little bit. We like messing around with the skill challenges. I like messing around with the skill challenges. So basically, I gave her 3 skill challenges to have to do, and she doesn't know the skill challenge DC. And I let her roll all 3, choose the skills, and then place them where she wants to place them. So
I did not roll well at all in any of them.
cool. And with that, as you have cut this spider in half, the legs are breaking and smashing into the walls. You just don't even look at it. You just phase it all out. The noises, everything out. You could hear Quando just phasing past you. And you just move with your blade and you see exactly what you need. You wrap your hand around it, slip it, and you quickly wrap it and tie it and stuff and slap it in your bag. And then you go and you look for the eye. And as you see this eye, it looks back at you and it slowly starts, the body starts sliding and tumbling down. You try to grab it and it right in front of you and it slips right out of your hands, the eye and where it was. And his body starts to slip down and descend into the darkness. Okay? Mm-hmm. And then you refocus, and you can see here Quando yelling at you, Zira, come on! And then he throws the rope over towards you. It comes in your direction, and you start to run and jump off this beam. I should actually put you on the... That's what I don't like about maps that much, because it's like, it makes it so hard to do story. Like, and with that, you jump across the way to grab the rope that he throws you, and it starts to slip through your hands, and it's burning your hands as you're sliding down it. You're dropping lower and lower. You can see the legs of the spider smashing to the walls, and it clips you. You're going to take, so we're going to go ahead and do this. That was a pretty bad, actually, it wasn't that bad of a flare. 1 damage as you hit the wall and stuff, okay? And you are now exhausted. 1 level of exhaustion. And you haven't even taken those days yet from that hole. But you are dangling, and then you fall to a ledge area, and you are just beat. But you got the sack of poison.
That's good.
Cool. He slides down to you, and yeah. Okay.
Can I use it to make an antidote?
This is probably not the best place. We need to keep moving.
No.
This is not comfortable. Let me try to reduce the... There we go. Yeah, it might be a little bit softer. Okay. Quando kind of says, well done, you actually got what you were looking for. All right, then we have to keep going. So, what was your plan for... What were you going to the underdog for? You don't mind me asking? You guys are kind of slowly, gradually going down this the pathways and stuff, and descending slower and slower. And okay.
I'm gonna get my bow back from him.
Yep, he hands it to you.
Yeah. Just revenge for my family against the drow.
Says, never mind, I asked. Doesn't seem like a very interesting story.
It's not. It's just my life. It's all good.
You guys continue down and stuff. Okay. He rattles off about how it's a 5 days travel. We should be able to rest closer to the end of it. It's going to be a little bit cold though. Okay.
It's a good thing I'm off my
In some ways and stuff, it's still going to be difficult.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys continue down, and there you can see it has been, we're going to say it's been 3 days has passed as you guys have descended down. You've seen less spiders. It has gotten like freezing cold and stuff. Mm-hmm. Your body, like your hands have turned, I don't know what color you would turn if you're a fire genocity, but your hands have turned black or something.
I was going to say like a light, really like color. Ashy gray.
Okay. You continually descend down, and you can see what appears to be these strange pillars that protrude out of the side walls. Very kind of somewhat elegant, but kind of worn down and destroyed a little bit. Okay, as you guys are passing from the other side. Okay. Um, okay.
Okay. What's that from?
What's from what?
Those pillars.
That's not a good place. He kind of throws a rope, ties it up and stuff. He's working on tying up some things.
Why not? What happened there?
That is off limits. You want to get to the end of dock, then I'll get you to the end of dock. But we need to go and follow my route. You understand? Still tying.
Wouldn't that be a good place to rest?
No. Trust me. Only death is death.
Death is all around us.
We're pretty safe for the moment.
Well, we're gonna need to take a rest sooner rather than later. It's too cold here.
He kind of like looks back at you and then he kind of says, all right, then find a little cove for us and we can build a fire. It'd be enough. But once we get deeper, we need to keep moving. We can't stop or else we'll freeze to death. You got it?
I understand. But I'll be a lot more helpful if I can get this antidote made.
And with that, he kind of finds a little cove area and stuff, and he starts building up a fire. Okay, he kind of moves about and moves around this giant opening. Let me go ahead and pull it out back. He kind of like moves around and stuff, and kind of grabs different things, and then he kind of realizes, and then he says, "All right, then the fire is ready. You can go ahead and make your antidote and everything."
Okay. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make an antidote.
Cool. And with that, you're gonna go ahead and you can take a short rest if you need to take a short rest.
I'm gonna take a short rest.
He will be a lookout. Because I think you guys can do what, like an hour or something like that, or two?
Yeah, something like that, a couple hours.
Gotcha. Because you can't do a full long rest.
No, I know.
Okay, gotcha.
But I'd like to make the antidote. And I would like to maybe. How long is that arm injury gonna affect me? Like, can I do medicine on myself?
I don't think. What was it from him pulling it, right?
Yeah. So I've already had one rest.
You took one rest. It probably would need some kind of medicine or something.
Because I mean, I do have med kit.
Okay. Then yeah, then I would just utilize the medical kit and stuff to
Okay.
fix up your arm and get rid of that.
Cool. That would be very helpful. Okay. Do you need me to roll for the
Yeah, go ahead and roll for it just to see how it goes.
herbalism?
Yep.
Okay, dragon dice. That's better. 18.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of like are able to sit by the fire and stuff, and you're able to kind of wrap up your arm pretty well. It feels a lot better. You kind of try to pull up your bow to utilize it and stuff, and you're like, okay, I feel a little bit more comfortable using it.
Mm-hmm.
Your arm is more stabilized, and so yeah, you can get rid of that. Okay. But you still have the slowed condition. You have to kind of use it on a different long rest. Okay. A medical kit for the acid burn.
Yeah.
Okay. And with that, should we end it there then?
Do I successfully make my antidote?
You go ahead and roll for the making that.
Well, that was the roll for making that.
Oh, really? I thought it was for the medical.
No, it's for the antidote. Oh, that's in that 20. Yay.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You're able to put something together pretty quickly and stuff.
Is there any poison left over?
Nope, no
Okay.
poison left over. Good luck with that.
Hey,
You kind of, yeah.
have to try. Cool. I think I will use one rest point.
Surface archer.
Huh?
So you're using a rest point?
Yeah, I'm gonna use a rest point.
Okay, cool.
Hello, Super Searcher. So that bumps me up to 10 HP then.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay. Was there anything else that you wanted to do and stuff before we call it a night then?
I think that's probably pretty good. Does that remove that doesn't remove the exhaustion, right?
The Yes, it would.
Okay, cool.
Yes, you can get rid of one.
I'm gonna
You
do it.
have one. You
Yeah,
only
I
had,
have
I think you
one.
only had.
Yeah, I got
Actually,
some
no, you had one exhaustion from that, but you had 3 days travel, so that would be 3 exhaustions.
So, okay, we're just at
Yeah,
3
so you're
then.
at 3 now. Yeah.
Okay.
Oof.
Well,
Cool.
I was able to get rid of that one anyway.
Yeah.
Awesome sauce. Aha, haha. Can you remove the up dog? So funny. I might be tired, but I'm not falling for it.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Very, very funny though. Alrighty, yeah. I think that's probably a good spot.
Yeah, it's a good spot to end it. So cool. Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah.
We will see you all next time. Thanks.
Oh, I'm glad it's starting to make sense. Yay.
Yay. Hopefully, we're
Yes.
starting. There's a lot to explain
Yeah, yeah.
sometimes.
And I mean, yeah,
And
honestly.
combat is a lot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I try to keep it as simple and kind of
If you ever have any questions, feel free to message or
yeah.
we'll do our best to answer. But yeah, no, it's definitely it's been a learning process for us. You can see I have my resource book that I am constantly flipping through as well. So yeah,
Yeah.
but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. So.
All right. Well, you guys have a wonderful Christmas, and we will see you probably next week. We want to aim for another Monday, or
Yeah, we can probably aim for another Monday.
okay. So yeah, we'll probably try to aim for next week Monday. If not, then for sure watch us with our group on Tuesday. But yeah, everybody have a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you next week.
Yay. Okay. Cool. Night.